బంగారు ఆఫీషియల్కు ఎప్పుడు ఒకళ్ళు ముందు ఉంటాం అని నిరూపించేటట్టుగా ఉండేటువంటి ఈ యొక్క కార్యక్రమాన్ని మనం ఇవాళ బిజినెస్ చేసుకోబోతున్నాం అన్నమాట. సో ఇలాంటి కార్యక్రమానికి విశేషించినటువంటి అందరికీ కూడా మరొకసారి కార్యక్రమాన్ని మొదలు పెట్టేస్తున్నాము. ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో మినిస్టర్ గారు శ్రీధర్ గారిని వేదిక మీదకి ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాను.
Girl students from Telangana under the corporate social responsibility activities of Malabar Group. Malabar Group has decided to actively contribute 5% of its profit to the social welfare activities from its inception. Also, it is a written rule in Malabar Group. Even though the government has made mandate, it is 2% of profit to the CSR activities. We spend our CSR amount in the respective showroom areas where we make the profit. The same location we are spending our CSR activities, and it is an important day for Malabar Gold and Diamonds to announce the scholarship for the students from the Telangana, and happy to inform you that we have supported around 31,000 students across the Telangana till date. Without taking much time, I take this opportunity to welcome everyone in Telangana. And you are showing us how the government and companies can build a better life together. And we are also very happy for accepting our invitation and attending the CSR program in this busy schedule and taking time with us today. And I welcome Mr. Asharo, Managing Director, Malabar Gold and Diamonds. His exceptional ability to balance business and CSR activities. His vision reminds us that true success is not just growth, but it is also giving back to the society also. This is truly motivates the entire team to work towards the same mission. And I also welcome Alingovan and Srinivas Garu on this occasion. And also I welcome all the media representatives and thank them for their continued support for helping us reach our CSR activities to the public. And I also welcome all the principals, teachers for their continued support over so many years in selecting the students who was really deserve this scholarship. And I thank all the teachers for the same. Your deep understanding of each student's potential ensure that these scholarships reach the right people, right students. And I welcome all the students who are present here today and like to congratulate to obtaining this scholarship program and all my best wishes for their future education. And we are excited to see the amazing things you will accomplish in your life. And we are I welcome everyone once again, and let us make this event a grand success and a memorable event. And thank you so much, Jay.
Good afternoon to all. Honorable Industry and IT Minister, Government of Telangana, Shri Sridharbabu Garu, and the Srinivas Garu, and Siraj PK, Retail Head Operations, Elagovan, Group Head Manufacturing, Sharij, Telangana, Retail Head. Today is also a very important day because today we are announcing the CSR of Telangana region for this year and distributing the scholarships for this region. For the country, we had announced last month what we are going to do in the CSR, and today this is focused on the Telangana state. For us in Malabar, whenever we do a business, it is not only the profits or the efficiency that we look forward. We always see what is it giving back to the society. It could be to the employees, it could be to the public, it could be the people who are deserving something. So that is the reason in Malabar, it is not a policy, it is a written rule that wherever you do a business, when you make a profit, 5% of the net profit should be used for the CSR activities in that region itself. And so far, since beginning, before it became mandatory by the government, since beginning, when we started the business in 1993, from that day onwards, our Honorable Chairman, Mr. MP Ahmed, he clearly mentioned that whenever you do business, be it in India or any country, anywhere, any market, you make profit, but the 5% should go back to the society. He also wanted to come here today, but unfortunately he could not come. But definitely, he is heading this CSR activities, and also our team members working hard to the right people. So, our main projects in the CSR, one is Hunger Free World. It is a project where we provide food for the needy. It could be in the streets or it could be in the micro-learning centers. As of today, every day 130,000 meals are provided to various people in various cities across the country. And under that, there is another project called Micro-Learning Center. There are many children in the streets or in the slums who are not able to go to the schools or not getting proper education or not getting proper guidance. They are very small children, 5 years, 6 years. So we created Micro-Learning Center in various cities and appoint teachers, and along with the brother organization, we created the syllabus, what to be educated. It is a preliminary education we give, provide uniform, provide nutritious food, and to educate them the importance of education. Because without education it is very difficult. So from beginning, Malabar is trying to contribute something to the children also. Such 2,500 micro-learning centers will be done this year, which will reach to more than 1 lakh children in the country. Another one is Women Empowerment Program. Of course, all of us know that majority of the customers are women in Malabar, but it is not only that. This program, Women Empowerment Program, what we agreed is mainly because we know the power of women, the future, the importance of every woman in building up the nation or creating better citizens. We are tying up with various government colleges and other schools and colleges and evaluating who are the girl students who's eligible for the scholarship. So every year we do this program, a big effort by our team along with the schools, supported by all the principals, teachers and all, to find out who are the eligible girls for the scholarship. Because when we educate a girl, maybe she gets a job, she go for higher education, or maybe she goes back to home, become a housewife. Whatever it is, the importance of every girl or every woman is very important in building this nation. Grandmothers or the elderly women in the streets who don't have families or who has come out of the families and having health issue or having other issues, we take them to a place called our grandma home. Hyderabad also it is there. We give them the preliminary medical support, and also we talk to their families and try to reunite them. In Hyderabad alone, 130 such grandmothers are even presently there, and across the country we were able to send 200 such elderly women back to their family, reunite with the family.
Very good afternoon. మొదటిగా మలబార్ సంస్థ సంబంధించి కార్పొరేట్ సోషల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ అనే ఒక బాధ్యతను ప్రభుత్వం ప్రతి సంస్థలో పెట్టిన శాతం కంటే ఇంకో 3% వారంతట వాడు కలుపుకొని 5%. మొదటి సంస్థగా ఈరోజు ఒక ప్రధానమైన బాధ్యత నిర్వహిస్తున్న తరుణంలో వారికి ప్రత్యేకంగా అభినందనలు తెలియజేస్తాం. శ్రీ Hemant ji is the chairman of this company to come forward with additional 3% what is being ascribed by the government of India to share the profits and to become a responsive and responsible jeweler. First of its kind, I would like to congratulate you, the chairman, my dear friend Ashar ji, and Mr. Siraj ji, and I keep meeting Mr. Elaman all the time, the global head, and Shiraj ji, Shirish, and my colleague Mr. Tulsi Srinivas, who is on the days. వారితో పాటు మలబార్ గోల్డ్లో పనిచేస్తూ ఉన్న వారి సిబ్బందికి ఈరోజు బాధ్యతలో కూడుకున్న అంశం విషయంలో వివిధ కళాశాలలకు సంబంధించిన ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ కానీ లెక్చరర్స్ కానీ వారితో పాటు ఈరోజు మలబార్ సిఎస్ఆర్ ఈవెంట్కి సంబంధించి దీంట్లో పాల్గొంటా ఉన్న చిన్నారి విద్యార్థినులందరికీ, వారి కుటుంబ సభ్యులందరికీ, పాత్రికేయ సోదరులకు, సోదరులందరికీ కూడా హృదయపూర్వకంగా నమస్కారం. I am a politician, నేను రాజకీయ నాయకుడు. So I keep meeting many people from the day my journey starts. Many people keep coming to us, very bright young students, or the parents who would like to make their children study. Every day at least one or two families or the kids comes to us stating that they are in short of funds to move forward in their academic journey. And I would like to anecdote is, practical young girl who came to me and met me. She was holding her marks memo in her hand, and when I was moving out, I was asking her what happened. She said, I got good marks, I want to study. I want to become a doctor. Then after some time she became very quiet. And she said, my father can't afford my studies. And I still can remember her face. The bright young girl with a dream on her eyes, but she was afraid that her dream could stop because her family didn't have enough money to support her education. I told my staff to see what best can be done from our side. And in fact, we could able to do what best I can, not to the strength of Malabar or somebody. And as things goes by, this goes on in our story as a politician. Our life becomes busy, and many years have passed. In one day, in one program, a young woman had come and saw me and asked directly, do you remember me? I said, I could able to replace her or try to recollect where could I met her. She was a doctor holding her stethoscope, came down to me, and she was just telling me, you remember? She said, sir, many years ago I came with a memo to become a doctor. This was so sentimental and emotional. And I had no words to really tell. I understood that sometimes I was just telling small act for me. Support can change the entire life, a life of that student and life of that family, and ultimately the community, ultimately the state and the nation, which is growing. And the credit was not mine, I'm telling you. Credit goes to people like the Malabar Gold or a CSR, people like you. You have been educating about trying to do a small intervention in their academic careers. I would have helped a couple of people or numbers which may be below 3 digit or above 3 digit. But you have done much more. Today, the CSR event, which is supposed you are giving the scholarship for 5,000 odd students, and all these 5,000 students, I think they also have a dream to become a doctor or to become an engineer, to become an officer or to be a police officer or a teacher or a lecturer. They have a big dream. This small intervention, I think it's a big intervention, but this intervention will help them to gain confidence. That's important. The confidence which will make them to move forward in their journey, in their career. And that will help them in process to become what they would like to achieve. And corporate social responsibility, I always think that this is not a charity. That's what I was just hearing to Mr. Ashwarji. He was not thinking as a charity, he said that it's my responsibility. This initiative is the responsibility. You know, that is their culture. And I sincerely congratulate Malabar Charitable Trust for not giving scholarship, but you are creating wings for those young girls to make their dreams come true. You are giving strength to the families, and you are giving hope to thousands of the families and to these young girls. One day these young girls will say, it all began because Malabar Charitable Trust believed in you. And I would like to simply say that. You know, I would like to mention, because the friends of the media are here, in 2021-22, CSR spending in India reached about almost 30,000 crore as per the Ministry of the Corporate Affairs. But today, after seeing the Malabar Charitable Trust, I believe that CSR means something more. Today they are creating confidence, they are lending absolute support, and they are making all these young students to rise, to become graduates, to become professional graduates, or to become the first officer in their family. And you know, it is like telling a girl, and I would like to say, do not think small. And here, this small intervention is just creating a confidence in you. Do not stop. Your dream matters to us. And I would like to really ask for the corporate India too. You know, all the time, many a time, most of the time, what I see in CSR, they measure how much CSR have we spent. As per the statute of the Ministry of the Corporate Affairs, I have rightly mentioned about 2% they have to spend. And they will be spending 2%, not knowing the impact, not weighing the impact, what they are trying to do in this process of their spending of the CSR. In fact, I think, I don't know much about other institutions, other corporate companies, but the spending more than what the statute or what the law dictates, I think it's only been done by Malabar. You know, friends who keep spending on CSR, you know, have they seen the results after they spent? What change did they bring in the society? They have to measure that one more girl have gone to school back. Did one more girl continue her education? Did one more family again felt there is some hope that they can carry on with the son or the daughter's education? And many a time I keep saying the CSR spending, they take the audit report of their company secretary, did they complete the project? They don't see much in the impact they create. And the newest CSR, you know, is thinking, did we change the life? This is simply is not about spending on the project, but ultimately the impact of we creating in the society that we have to make. You know, building a capital asset is not important. Building a school is not important, but helping a girl entering into the school is even more important. That's what we see here. For the past 70 years, we have created schools in each and every village. We have created the infrastructure. We have given the teachers. In some schools, teachers are more than the students. Again, we see that my government, our Chief Minister, who is also holding the school education and education portfolio, always we think about how best we can rope in the young girls, young boys into the government institutions and create some trust and confidence in these institutions. And we are doing the same right now here for the past 2 years. Not only we are doing to see a quantitative change, I mean to say a quantitative change in trying to bring in some sort of an infrastructure development. We are also trying to create some sort of a qualitative development. I mean to say the teachers, the best qualitative teachers are given to the schools. Secondly, the quality of education imparted by the students or by lecturers are up to what the private education teaches or equivalent. And this is our job and responsibility, we are taking it, because the priority for our government is first education and secondly its health. What the Malabar Charitable Trust is primarily doing on the educational front, spending crores of rupees in lending a support to the family and to the student, and see that their education is complete. I was talking to Mr. Alongaman the other day when he had come and invited me for this program. I was just asking him, this intervention or this noble cause of you will definitely support to certain extent. The Managing Director of India Operations, who is here with us today, you have come all the way to this program. I would like to mention here, a student over here, by this gesture of yours, would have reached to the last level, but still they need some sort of a small support. Please identify those students, because ultimately if you don't identify the last leg of the journey, it would be inconclusive in their career journey. Out of these 5,000 people whom you are lending your support, maximum 3 or 4 or 5 require the ending, the support what is being required. So constant monitoring, constant supervision, what these students are doing will help you out in creating a greatest satisfaction. What Hamidji is thinking, what Ashur is thinking, that will give a meaningful and rightful purpose. This is my only suggestion, because you should have seen so many programs like this, and I would like to really see that you giving a scholarship is a very important step. And I was just telling that make sure that the scholarships becomes an education, confidence, and creating a future that truly matters. And all the girl students here, I'm speaking in English basically to see that how much they can absorb. In the end, I will also speak in Telugu to see that few people would be understanding it more properly. My dear young girls who are here, I want you to remember one thing. You are stronger what you think. Maybe you are from a small village. Maybe your parents are struggling. Maybe you are afraid about your future. But never think the future is decided by your problems. I can say that the future of yours is decided by your courage, by your confidence, by your will. So these are the 3 words you have to remember all the time to become successful and make your career. Don't be afraid of anything. There are a lot of societal issues coming in between. So think of your courage, think of your confidence, think of your willpower all the time. Think of a great legend who was our president of this country, Abdul Kalam ji. You know about this story? He sold newspapers. He wanted to study, he wanted to become a scientist. She has done it. Why it has made it happen? Because he has the courage to think that he can make it happen. Think of the Kalpana Chawla. Many people wouldn't have been known, it's been a decade and a half more. This young woman studied in one part of our country, from a small village. She thought of going into space one day. She made it happen. The girls were sitting here who had great dreams. Dream it big, make it happen with all of courage. The Kalpana Chawla had made it happen, gone to United States of America. She joined the Space Research Organization and she is the first woman in the globe to go into the space. This is our dream. And you know about the great boxer Mary Kom. I'll just tell you all these few incidents why. She was dreaming big to become a big, great star in boxing from a small village. She could able to become the global champion in boxing. So all these three different sets of field, I was just initiating to say that you people, everybody has strength, everybody has courage, but it should come out. Don't have inhibitions in life. You are just equivalent to a boy. You are just equivalent to any other friend of you or colleague of you who can do miracles. Maybe, all these girls in one day, in times to come, your parents will sit in the front row and people will say that these parents or son or the daughter of those people sitting in the front row proudly claiming that you are doctors, you are engineers, you are teachers, you are lecturers, you are an officer. And that should be your dream, to see that respect has to accrue to your mother and father who are struggling for you to study. So this level of confidence you should have. And I always keep saying, dream big. And not only by dreaming you can't become successful. You have to work very hard for it. And in your hard work, when you dream big, troubles keeps coming, problems keep coming, but you should never stop. Because ultimately you have to achieve the goal, what you dreamt of. Till you achieve the goal, never stop it. And I would like to mention, నేను అందరు కూడా మీ అందరికి మనవి చేస్తా ఉన్నా. పిల్లలందరూ వచ్చారు, తల్లిదండ్రులు వచ్చారు, అదేవిధంగా లెక్చరర్స్ వచ్చారు, ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ వచ్చారు. ఈరోజు మలబార్ చారిటబుల్ ట్రస్ట్ మనం అందరం కూడా చూస్తుంటాం. మలబార్ అనగానే పెద్ద పెద్ద అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్లు కనబడుతుంటాయి ఇక్కడ అక్కడ అంతా కూడా. మా లెక్చరర్స్ సోదరి మళ్ళీ కానీ లేకుంటే మహిళలకు కానీ బంగారం కొనాలంటే మీకు సెలెక్షన్ చేసే కారణం మలబార్ కూడా కనబడుతుంది. మన సంస్కృతిలో ఒక భాగము. చిన్ననో అరకులమో 14 1 గ్రామో 2 గ్రామాలు. స్పీకింగ్ ఇన్ తెలుగు, హోప్ఫుల్లీ యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఆర్ ఐ ట్రై టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. Is it 1 gram or 2 gram? They would like to buy. This is the culture of our Indian ethos. సో అలాంటి సందర్భాల్లో ఈ మలబార్ వచ్చి ఓల్డ్ వాళ్ళు వచ్చి ఏంది, చదువుకోవడానికి పైసలు ఇవ్వటం ఏంది, హెల్త్ క్లినిక్స్ పెట్టడం ఏంది, 1,00,000 పైచిలుకు మందికి భోజనం పెట్టడం ఏంది ప్రతిరోజు. అసలు ఇది కూడా చేస్తారని చాలా మందికి సందేహం కూడా ఉంది. ఈరోజు వారు చేస్తూ ఉన్న ప్రయత్నం, వారు చేస్తూ ఉన్న ఆలోచనని, నేను గోల్డ్ అమ్మాలని రాలేదు ఇక్కడికి, వారి గోల్డ్ కొనాలని చెప్పడం లేదు. ఈరోజు వారు చేస్తూ ఉన్న గొప్ప ప్రయత్నం 2% కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఈరోజు తప్పకుండా వారు సాధించిన లాభాల్లో ఖర్చు పెట్టాలి, ఏ కంపెనీ అయినా. కానీ అదనంగా ఇంకో 3%, 3% అదనంగా స్వతహాగా ఖర్చు పెడుతూ, ఈ చట్టం రాకముందు నుంచి కూడా ఖర్చు పెడుతూ 5% వరకు వారి లాభాల నుంచి తులంలో క్రూడ్గా చెప్తాను, తులంలో 100 రూపాయలు వారు లాభాలు గడిస్తే 5 రూపాయలు మళ్ళా తిరిగి ఇచ్చే కార్యక్రమం చేస్తున్నాం. I'm telling you, if you are earning 100 rupees, you are giving back to the society 5 rupees. It is a great gesture. ఆ గెస్చర్ని తప్పకుండా మనం ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్ళాలి. నేను చిన్న వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా చెప్తా ఉన్నాను, ఇంతకుముందు ఆశరావు గారు చెప్పినట్టు చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు. He spoke very well. Like Mr. Sridharbabu also told why, ఎందుకు ఇది తీసుకుంటున్నారు, why they are taking this concept. I am spending few more minutes because these are all our productive citizens of tomorrow. They have to understand the gravity. This is not charity. ఏదో వాళ్ళకి డబ్బులు ఎక్కువ వస్తున్నాయి మీకు ఇచ్చేది కాదు. It's not overflowing with them that they are giving it to you. Please treat that, it is for you people to study. That value is important. మీకు ఇవ్వకుండా ఉంటే వారు వేరే దారిలో ఖర్చు పెడతారు. If not you, they would have spent in some other way. But here they would like to create some value. మీరు అవన్నీ అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. అర్థం చేసుకొని మీరు చదువుతున్న చదువుకు అర్థవంతమైన ఆలోచన చేస్తూ మీరు కన్న కళలు తప్పకుండా చూస్తూ ఉంటాం. మీరు చాలామంది గ్రామీణ ప్రాంతాల నుంచి వచ్చిన వారు ఉన్నారు. మీ తల్లిదండ్రులు చాలా కష్టపడి ఈరోజు వాళ్ళలాగా కూలీనాలు చేసుకునో, వ్యవసాయం చేసుకునో, కష్టపడేవో 2 రూపాయలు సాధించి నా పిల్లలను చదివించి నాలాగా కష్టపడొద్దని ఆలోచన చేసే తల్లిదండ్రులకు ఇలాంటి కార్యక్రమాలు ఉపయోగపడి రేపు మీ భవిష్యత్తులో ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పినట్టు నేను అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు లాగానో, మేరీ కామ్ లాగానో, ఈరోజు కల్పన చావ్లా లాగానో, ఈరోజు అనేక మంది క్రీడాకారుల విషయంలో కానీ ప్రతి వ్యవస్థలో పేరుగాంచిన వ్యక్తులు పెద్ద పెద్ద కాన్వెంట్ స్కూల్లో చదువుకొని బాగా డబ్బులున్న వారు సాధించింది కాదు. అత్యధిక శాతం కడుపులో కసి ఉండి ఏదో సాధించాలనే వారే సాధించారు. దాంట్లో మీరందరూ కూడా సాధించవచ్చు. అదే ఆత్మవిశ్వాసంతో ముందుకు వెళ్ళండి, అదే క్రమంలో ముందుకు నడవండి. వారు ఇచ్చే సహకారం, సహాయం అంటలేనే, ఆ సహకారం తీసుకొని ముందుకెళ్ళే కార్యక్రమం చేయాలని చిన్నారని కూడా కోరుతా ఉన్నాను. దాదాపు 5,000 పైచిలకు మందికి ఇచ్చే ఈ కార్యక్రమ భాగంలో నన్ను పాల్గొనడానికి రావడం అనేది ఈరోజు వారు మా ప్రభుత్వం వచ్చిన తర్వాత మలబార్ గోల్డ్ సంస్థ వారితో ఇక్కడే ఒక పరిశ్రమను ఏర్పాటు చేయడం జరిగింది. దాదాపు 3,000 people are in your industry. How many people are employed in your industry? 4,000 మందికి ఉపాధి కలిగించే కార్యక్రమానికి క్రియాశీలకంగా దాంట్లో మేము వారిని తీసుకొచ్చి వారి చైర్మన్ అహ్మద్ గారు, ఆశరావు గారు, ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వారి మలబార్ కుటుంబ సభ్యులందరూ కూడా వచ్చి దాన్ని ప్రారంభోత్సవం చేసుకున్నాం. 4,000 మందికి ఉపాధి కల్పిస్తాం. ఇలాంటి పరిశ్రమలు రావాలి, పెట్టుబడులు రావాలి, మనకి యువతకి చదువుకున్న మీలాంటి పిల్లలకు ఉపాధి కల్పించాలి. ఆ క్రమంలో ఈరోజు మన ఆర్థిక వ్యవస్థ ముందుకు జరగాలి, ముందుకు పోవాలి. తద్వారా మీకు కావాల్సిన అవసరాలను తీర్చే ప్రయత్నంలో ప్రభుత్వాలు నడపాలి. ఆ కార్యక్రమం నడుస్తూ ఉన్న తరుణంలో నేను ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసిన లెక్చరర్స్ కానీ నిజంగానే మోటివేట్ చేసి, వారే లెక్చరర్స్ ఈరోజు మీరు మోటివేట్ చేసి వీరందరినీ చదివించే ప్రయత్నం చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. ఓ మాట చెప్పారు ఆశరావు గారు, ఇఫ్ యూ ఎడ్యుకేట్ ఎ గర్ల్ ఒక అమ్మాయి చదివిస్తే ఆ అమ్మాయి చదువుకొని ముందుకు నడిచి ప్రయోజకులుగా ఎదిగితే అది కుటుంబానికి పూర్తి స్థాయిలో పెద్దగా అండగా ఉంటుంది. కుటుంబం బాగుంటే సమాజం బాగుంటుంది, రాష్ట్రం బాగుంటుంది, దేశం బాగుంటుంది. అందుకోసమే ఈరోజు గర్ల్ చైల్డ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనే ఒక ప్రయత్నంలోనే ముందుకు నడుస్తూ ఉన్న తరుణంలో మరి చాలా గొప్పగా కూడా వారు చెప్పడం జరిగింది. And before I conclude, I just like to conclude. It's been a long ride. They may be also getting bored. I appeal to the industry captains and all the corporate leaders from here. You know, today the Malabar Charitable Trust has shown us what CSR means. Not just giving money on charity, but giving hope to thousands of people, thousands of families. I invite every company and every industry leaders to join us in the journey. Come and invest in Telangana. Come and partner with us in our CSR. You know, I would like to come up with a slogan: adopt a school, support a girl child, build a skill center, sponsor a scholarship, help one young person dream bigger. I mentioned here, if you educate a girl, you empower a family. If you empower a family, you are building a nation. That's what the Malabar Gold Charitable Trust is trying to do it in a big way. About 33,000 and odd people have been educated. And the greatest thing what I have done, you know, as a Minister for IT and Industry, I assure all the industry captains over here, if you have a good idea, a good heart and a good commitment, committed to change the lives, the government of Telangana will always stand with you. ఈ భాగంలో అందరు చదువుకోవాలి, చదువుకు ఎక్కడ కూడా ఆటంకం రావద్దు. 2047 వరకు మనం ఆలోచన చేసిన 3 ట్రిలియన్ ఎకానమీ కానీ మీపై ఆధారపడింది, మీ శక్తిపై ఆధారపడింది, మీ ఆలోచనపై ఆధారపడింది, మీరు కన్న కళలపై ఆధారపడింది. మీపై మాకు పూర్తి స్థాయిలో నమ్మకం ఉంది. మీరు చేయదలుచుకుంటే చేసే శక్తి, యుక్తి, ఆలోచన, మీ మేధస్సు ఉంది కనుక దీన్ని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లే ప్రయత్నం చేయాలని నేను మీ అందరికీ హృదయపూర్వకంగా అభినందనలు తెలియజేస్తూ, మీరు బంగారు భవిష్యత్తు ఎక్కడ కూడా అవరోధం కలగకూడదని ఆ భగవంతుని ప్రార్థిస్తూ, మీరు మీ కుటుంబ సభ్యులకు పెద్దగా అండగా